going on? Hope everyone is doing good. I am doing great. I feel good. Yeah, I just feel really good right now. I don't know why, but I just do. So I just graduated and I'm just so excited, and it was amazing. It was awesome. I had so much fun, and I can't believe it. It's just one of those things where it's like, really, it's over with, but it's not really over with because I'm going back in the fall. So yeah, but anyway, I wanted to make this video on how to obtain thicker hair. I actually get this question quite a lot, how do you obtain thicker hair? In the start of my hair journey, my hair was not always thick. My hair was very thin and brittle, and I'll show a photo to you guys probably in the beginning, so you guys can see what I'm talking about. But yeah, my hair was just very, very thin. It had no type of thickness to it whatsoever. And I want to share with you guys a few things that I've come across and things that have worked for me, that has helped me obtain and maintain and retain thicker hair. Okay, so yeah, stay tuned. Okay, so the first thing I would definitely recommend is to stretch your relaxers. Okay, when you stretch your relaxers, you're actually allowing your hair to just breathe. You're giving your hair some time to just take a break from chemicals and just breathe. Okay, and when you do that, you are actually restoring the health of your hair. Your hair has a chance to really strengthen itself, get better, get to its optimum health, to grow, and a lot of times people experience a lot more growth stretching than they would if they, didn't stretch. So I never really relax, and I never really recommend relaxing 6 to 8 weeks. They say that's the norm, but that's not the norm for me. The norm for me is like 6-7 months. But I would definitely stretch your relaxers for thicker hair. It allows your hair to really grow. It allows your hair to really gain strength and gain health, and it needs that time. It needs that time. You can't just keep going back and forth every 2 months with a relaxer. Your hair doesn't have time to really just grow and to just strengthen and get healthy. So stretch your relaxers. That has been one thing that has helped me tremendously. And your new growth will come in a lot thicker too. Like for me, my new growth comes in a lot thicker. When I started my hair care journey, when I wasn't really stretching my relaxers, my new growth would come in thin, not thin, but it would come in, but not as thick as it is now. Like when it comes in, it's like, oh Lord, like I can feel it. I just relaxed my hair maybe 3-4 weeks ago, and I feel new growth already. It's like there. So stretch your relaxers, ladies. Okay. All right, and the second thing I would definitely recommend is to use a protein conditioner. Now, protein conditioners actually enables the swelling of the hair shaft, and when your hair shaft swells, it thickens. All right, kind of like when you're in the shower and your hair is wet, your hair is longer. That's kind of what protein conditioners can do to your hair, and if you don't know, your hair is made of protein. All of this is protein, okay, and the protein is called keratin. All right, and a lot of times we do chemical relaxers, coloring, flat ironing, blow drying. All of that can take the protein, what makes up your hair, away. It can break it down, and it takes the protein out of your hair. That's why sometimes after coloring or relaxers or heat, that can result to damage because your hair doesn't have that protein. So I would definitely recommend doing protein conditioners to help the strength of your hair, the health of your hair, which then will result to thicker hair. Okay, so protein conditioners. And third thing I would definitely recommend is to relax your new growth only. Okay, a lot of times when people relax their already relaxed hair, they experience a lot of weak hair, damaged hair, thinning hair. So when you get your relaxer, whether you do it at home or you go to a stylist, make sure that you or the stylist relax only the new growth. Do not touch the already relaxed hair. You do not want that hair to start thinning out because it has too much chemical, or there's a word for it. Over relaxing, I guess. Yeah, whatever. Over relaxing your already relaxed hair. You don't want to do that. So to protect your hair, I always recommend putting something on your already relaxed hair. Olive oil, coconut oil, something to kind of act as a protective barrier. So if you do get relaxer on that already relaxed hair, it won't really affect it. It won't damage it because that protection is there. So relax only your new growth, okay? So you can avoid thinning of your already relaxed hair. All right, so relax only your new growth. All right, and one thing I always recommend is castor oil. I like castor oil. It is very thick, So you want to make sure you use just a little bit of it, but I definitely recommend castor oil. Castor oil has tons and tons of fatty acids inside of it, and they can help a ton for your hair, the health of your hair, the strength of your hair. So I definitely always recommend castor oil for thicker hair. There's a lot of castor oil challenges, like on different hair boards, you know, Kiss and Hairlista and Long Hair Care Form. There's a lot of castor oil challenges, JBCO, Jamaican Black Castor Oil challenges for longer, thicker hair. So there's a lot of women who use this stuff who's like claiming that this works. And I'm one of them, because at one point in the beginning of my hair journey, my edges were kind of like thinning, you know, and what I would do is I would take just a little bit of castor oil nightly, or, you know, a couple of times throughout the week, and I would just massage like the edges of my hair, and within like 2 or 3 weeks, my new growth, I already had hair coming in, filling in the spots that were thinning. So that's why I'm always like castor oil, because I really do believe it works, because it has worked for me in the past. Okay, so castor oil. I definitely recommend taking a multivitamin. Take a multivitamin. I always recommend biotin or niacin, but just having like a balanced diet, eating protein, having a multivitamin, that always helps your hair and your skin. So definitely do that if possible. And I know it's kind of hard sometimes, because trust me, in the beginning it was hard for me. Try to stay away from heat as much as possible. If you can stay away from a flat iron, blow dryer, great. Instead of blow drying your hair when it's wet, try to air dry it. Okay, try to air dry your hair instead of flat ironing. Learn how to do roller sets, flexi rods, something. But if it's possible, try to stay away from heat. Heat damage can lead to thinning of the hair, and if you use flat iron all the time, your hair will not be thick. I mean, it might start off thick, but if you keep doing it over and over and over again, like daily flat ironing, your hair is going to end up being thin, because your hair can take all that, you know? So be good to your hair, guys. Don't flat iron, don't blow dry too much. It's okay to do it, but don't do it too much. And of course, if you do, make sure you have a some type of heat protectant spray or serum on your hair, okay, just to protect it. And I normally do like heat passes maybe 4 or 5 times a year. I do 6-month stretches, so therefore I relax my hair 2 times a year. Yeah, 2 times a year. Yeah, 2 times a year. So therefore, I don't really use heat that much, but when I do, it's like about 4 or 5 times a year, if that. That's like the minimum. So don't use too much heat. If you guys can stay away from it, try to stay away from it. All right. So yeah. And I think that's it. That's all that I have for today, as far as like how to thicken your hair. All of those things that I have mentioned definitely do work. I've seen it done. I've seen it work with me and with other women in like different hair boards. So definitely try them out. Definitely recommend stretching your relaxers. I'm all about that, you know, and I'll probably do an update video on stretching 101. I did a video about that like a couple of months ago, but I do want to update that, because you guys are asking me, you know, when to stop, you know, when should you not, you know, continue to stretch your relaxers. And there are some times when you need to just go ahead and stop, because you don't want to risk damaging your hair. Because sometimes, believe it or not, stretching can damage your hair if you're not doing it properly. Okay, so yeah. Okay, that's everything. If you guys have any questions, let me know. If you guys have tried something in the past or even in the present that has helped you obtain, maintain, retain thick hair, let me know. Let me know and comment below. Let us know what has worked for you. Was it a regimen? Is it a product? What has worked for you? Let us know. All right, so I love you guys so much, and yeah, take care. Bye.